needed to. Mikhail Krizonek of, might have written an article in MD next issue. I'm not supposed to say. Anyway, this is the big cheese that's come over from the other side of the IFBB. It looked like, I honestly thought he was never going to come over. I thought he had a good thing going on with that side, but, you know, obviously the huge news hit this year. He's now sponsored by the EVLS Prague people, with coach Josef Adelt. I've heard of this guy as well. Look at the arms. Wow. It looks a bit like Martin Ford, doesn't he? Yeah. Like Martin Ford's shorter brother. Because, I mean, the thing is, he's like 6'1", you know. He's a big dude. And if you impress Jay Cutler and Milos Sarjev that much, because he flew over to America with his coach and the EVLS Prague sponsor, basically to try and get the word out and try and get some hype generated. And oh my God, didn't they generate some hype? It was just, I mean, that's all everyone was talking about. Everyone's feeds, all the news, all the media outlets were all talking about Krizo coming over. This photo I like. This was impressive. This is, look at that. I mean, and this is a guy he's not 5'8". Do you know what I mean? You get a lot of short, big guys like that. But when you realize that this guy is 6'1" with a narrow waist, great conditioning, he's got great legs. Milos said, and Ron Harris said in the intro, said that he definitely does need a thicker back. I've not really seen too many back shots of him. That's probably why. But, yeah, look, I mean, obviously, what are you looking at? I'm freaking looking at those arms. I mean, if he's got arms that big comparison to his head and he's 6'1", they must be like 22, 23 inches. And there ain't no shit in them, is there? I mean, look, when you can see these bits here, look, hang on, let me just zoom in a bit more. See these bits? Like, that's the muscle development. That's the fiber. If he was putting crap in them or he was putting his gear in there, had he shoulders, you know, basically you wouldn't be able to see that detail. Now, that's what I like to see personally as a fan, as a media guy. What are you coughing at? Are you coughing disapprovingly? Okay. Okay. But, yeah, so this is the guy everyone is talking about. Now, I said to Ron, I said, when you think about it, have we ever had this much hype around an athlete when people are talking about how he'll do in the Olympia this year when he's not even pro yet? I mean, it sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? It sounds ridiculous, really, when you're talking about someone's Olympia potential this year when he's not even pro. So he's got to get his pro card, I believe, at an amateur Olympia. I think it's in Italy in a couple of weeks, or maybe it's this weekend. I don't know. I've lost track of time, actually. Been a bit of a vortex the last few months, so forgive me. Then he's going to go to the EVLS Prague show, which we'll talk about that more in a minute, because there's some very cool news. Isn't that right, Lauren? Prague? Yeah, no, okay. We'll come to that. And of course, you know, so he will have to win that as well to get to the Olympia. And I doubt they'll give him a special invite for someone this new. Because he's still I think he's still early 30s. Because I saw he competed against Blessing in 2017 when Blessing got his pro card like 3 or 4 shows in a row. He won the Diamond Cup, the Arnold Europe. I interviewed him actually in Madrid. And it's like Blessing beat him, but Krizo was a lot smaller. I mean, he's just been a continual progression, and the amount of excitement and chatter around Michael, we call him Krizo. I call him Krizo. I think that's what name will stick eventually. But to hear that he's coming over, and like I said, the amount of excitement this is bringing, I really do hope he gets into the Olympia this year. But if he doesn't, guys, just calm down, because he's young. He's, you know, just give him time, because I think if Jay Cutler, Milos, and other people like this are raving about him quite this much, I think the hype's real. I think the hype will be real. And I am so... Oh, just give it... Well, we'll come to that in a minute. But thing is, he's big, but he's got detail as well. Look at the striations there, look. I mean, hang on a minute. I've never seen that before. What is that? What is that? I mean, there is something going on with rear delt that I've never seen before. But I just like to see... Yeah, the back looks like it needs more development. But do you know what? There's the guy from the Prague. He's one of the organizers. I mean, he looks I think, yeah. And look, Steve Weinberger said he was very impressed as well. So, you know, he's got himself in front of the right people. He's done it. He's not just relied on Instagram and filtered and very well lit pictures. He's gone out there and he's traveled all the way over there, put himself in front of, the biggest names that are going to get talking about him, which is going to spread like wildfire, which is exactly what's happened. So, I just like seeing the big guys with great conditioning. William Bonac. Let's have a look what else he said. Future Mr. O easily. See, this is why people need to calm down. When people say Future Mr. O and the guy hasn't even got a pro card yet. So, but I do believe that's pretty much a formality, I think. I think he just has to show up to the car park and they'll give it to him. I think he'll pull up in his car in his tracksuit, just about to get tanned up, and they'll just go and hand him his pro card because, but it's also good that the guys have to go through this, They don't just award it based upon, because most federations don't recognize other federations. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, they do.
They don't. No, they don't. Do they?
Are you kidding me? You compete with this one?
No. I mean, if you're a NABA pro and you go to the pro league, hi, I've been a NABA pro for 12 years. Will you give me my pro card? And they go, well, we don't recognize that. It's an official, there's the term. It's a term that's used.
You like to swap it.
They don't, no, you don't swap it. You just they don't recognize that as pro status.
No, they don't.
So they say, well, we don't care if you're an elite pro. You could have won freaking every single show for the last 10 years. You have to go through their system,
Basically,
which is fair.
If you're not an IFBB NPC pro,
yes.
then you're not a pro.
Yeah. So you can't say, well, I'm a PCA pro, I'm a NABA pro, I'm an elite pro. They go, we don't give a shit. Well, I wouldn't say that, but, I'm elaborating.
No, but they just don't recognize it.
Yeah, they don't, that's what they're saying. They don't recognize it, and vice versa. And that's how I think that's how it should be. So, here he is in front of Jay Cutler. Look at Jay's face. Yeah, look at Jay smiling. He's like, shit, this guy's good. I'm glad I'm retired. And this was, it's the shoulders. Look at literally, you could lose your keys in that hole there.
Yeah, that's quite deep.
That is deep. He does need more back. But do you know what? This guy is, he's 31. He's probably got another good 10 years ahead of him. I am excited to see this guy because he seems to have pretty much everything going for him right now. So, and also maybe check out the article next month's issue of MD, because I believe somebody very cool wrote that. Very high on pain meds when he wrote it. Joke. Right. Okay. Yeah. So there is a Milos. Yeah. Hang on. Look at the size of his arms compared to Milos's head. And Milos has quite a large head. Look at that. Wow. Thing is, look at the calves. He's got calves. He's got quads. He's got the thyroids going on, which we like. His back looks good from the front. Yeah. He's got a nice shape as well. I think he's got a really nice shape. So it's going to be very interesting. Do you think he can win Prague? Thing is, they're saying that he could. I don't know who else is doing it. I know we've got... Brett Wilkin is doing Romania. But anyways, I just wanted to show that because this guy has got everyone talking and very excited to see him on stage later this year. Okay, well,